Hi everybody, Stewart Swerdlow here for Expansions.com.
And Janet Diane Moria Swerdlow for Healthy Living, because we have some fascinating things to talk to you about color therapy, which all of you need to know.
And this is a very special podcast because we're talking about Special Creations by Oversoul Creations. There's a little bit of a history to this, and I'll start with my original chakra sock, which you see here. And many of you know the story that it was created by Madame Betty in Bangkok, Thailand. She was Princess Diana's silk dressmaker, and I had gone to Thailand back in the late 1990s and had these chakra socks made from special silk. I had to pick out the colors. She said, "You come back 3 week, I make," and I came back 3 week, and she make.
Yeah.
And she made a whole bunch of them. And unfortunately, the last time I went back to Bangkok in 2013 or 12, I can't remember, Madame Betty had retired and the shop was closed up. So we had to find some other way to create our chakra socks. And guess what? We did. And as you can see, we have very, very amazing, beautiful, magnificent chakra socks made by Clifton Davis.
Hello, I'm Clifton, and I will just briefly explain the original inspiration. My daughter actually gave me one of the mass-produced Sanskrit chakra socks right around January or December of 2011, and when I first got into expansions work, I always had my own. I was like, oh wow, yeah, that chakra sock would be great to have. As soon as I started getting into spinning my chakras and getting into color therapy. So with the one that my daughter gave me, I was like, you know what? That I like the basic design, like the kind of the Oriental banner look to it. And so with the chakra sock, you can obviously see it's kind of a smaller condensed version. So my whole idea was, well, you give us the parameters to measure the chakra bands, and so I was like, well, that would make a lot of sense to have something you can actually look at and you can see where your chakra bands, the bandwidth per se that you're looking at, and the correct colors. So what I did is researched, found the actual Thai silk the Thai silk supplier in Bangkok, and he worked with me to get most of the colors correct. I ended up finding another supplier in the U.S. that basically might perfect, the royal blue and the violet.
You can see now this is your first iteration, correct? And
yes.
So you can see this royal blue, which is a beautiful royal blue, but this one's even more fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is the perfected advanced banner that includes, you can see at the bottom it has these these pine dowels, and being silk, it's so light that you can use just a normal thumbtack basically, and put it up. So you can easily, all you have to do is line up the tip of your nose with the ice blue and the royal blue, and it's going to fall, right within at least
range.
Within range of your chakra bands.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing what you've done, because not only have you researched the correct colors,
They're perfect colors.
they're
actually.
absolutely beautiful, and then you have also researched the archetypes. So even though we don't include brown as a specific chakra band, we still talk about how brown grounds us to the earth.
And the earth archetype right on there. And each of the color bands has the specific archetype that goes along with that specific color.
Yeah, we have a power symbol in the pale red. We have perfection and truth.
And the creative chakra.
In the pale orange and pale yellow, we have our new beginnings. We have DNA for emotions that you're going to be working on healing, your communication, and here at the pineal, well, this is a challenge for people to visualize.
Mm-hmm.
We have the pineal archetype and the brown merger, or reintegration or integration archetype. And look at this one. What an amazing job he did.
That is amazing, really.
On the ultimate protection in violet.
I mean, you can really see how multidimensional it
Yes,
is.
a fabulous visual aid. And of course, we go up to the Oversoul and on up into the Aleph of the God Mind. And on the latest one, you've added more things. Tell us, why did you put this here?
This was inspired by the last seminar. Stewart briefly mentioned that the pale pink chakra is not actually part of the human chakra system in this lifetime, but it's something that's developing. And one of our OMG members, Simone, had sent me this the perfect relationship archetype.
Right.
And I was like, that would go perfect. So
It is amazing.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
fabulous. And look, even here when we get to ice blue, I see, look, now this was your first iteration. Look how much more perfect this one is. So each time you've done it, and the same, here's the first iteration of Ultimate Protection, here's the new one. So each time you've done this, it's just amazing, the detail and the accuracy you've managed
What
to
was also
encompass.
really amazing is the color of silver and gold that he was able to get for the chakras, because that's so hard to find.
Very challenging, yes, absolutely. And look, what's above there, Clifton? Can you explain why you put that on the top?
yes, so originally in the Interdimensional Existences seminar, we'd worked with the silver, gold, and violet.
In gold.
Excuse me, violet, silver, gold, and then adding the white. And so I asked Stewart, what would go best in if I was to add a white chakra band or section on the banner. And I sent him a pitch. He was like, well, Starburst would go, basically that was the first idea, and then he refined it and said a 13-pointed white star with a dot in the middle. And yeah, once I put it together, it just
And
it
that
went perfectly,
basically
so.
represents the creation explosion from the God mind into all the 13 levels, all the 13 energies, the perfection, totality of everything, which, I think it's not been represented anywhere like that before. It's
Now
quite
this,
amazing.
this actually is a work of art. I mean, this is beyond
is.
a visual representation. This is a work of art.
I
And
absolutely love it.
it's astounding what you've done. I mean, when we look at the first iteration, that he kind of took as his inspiration.
No wonder Madame Betty had it correct.
No wonder, because Clifton went into business.
She said, I cannot do.
And this I didn't think could be improved upon. So when I saw this one, I was just shocked at how, wow. And then on top of that, tell us
Oh,
that, because
yeah.
now we have
Look at
another
that.
inspiration.
This is actually a gift that Clifton gave to me.
Where's mine?
Yes,
I'll have to
so-
share your pillow.
Originally, Janet had brought up the idea, there was a lot of people that were requesting an actual pillowcase with the archetypes on them. So what I did is did a lot of research, found a organic bamboo velour, which it's almost like almost like a crushed velvet kind of feel
It's
to it.
amazing.
Really soft, it's absorbent, it's antibacterial, bamboo grows quicker than cotton.
So in case I drool, it'll absorb everything.
But it's organic, correct? You said?
Exactly, yeah, so bamboo is the quickest, most sustainable, it really is what cotton, cotton should be,
Done away
logically,
with.
it should be done away with, and bamboo should be, if you ever buy a bamboo t-shirt, that will be your favorite t-shirt,
Yeah, I
for
have
sure.
two. Somebody gave them to me, and I've had them for years, and it's like, I don't want to part with those. They are amazingly comfortable and cool.
But on here, he actually tailored this
For us.
for the brand merger, the bear frequency, lion frequency, a combination of Oversoul, God mind, and then the complete unification of all of creation.
Right, it's amazing. And now, a secret surprise for the back.
Oh yeah.
Show them what you did
That's
on the
very
back,
important.
Clifton, because I mean,
So we've
so
solved,
creative.
we've finally solved the problem of archetype cards sliding around underneath your pillow, the templates dropping behind the bed. So what we have here is for the large template, complex archetypes, and then the smaller pockets for the smaller archetypes.
Wow, how clever are you?
And so this is, and by the way, I dye these myself. So
Wow. Do your talents never end? Just incredible. And then the other thing you do now, my understanding is, because we've talked about that, maybe getting the t-shirts with the
Shirts, right.
archetypes here for you to wear when you're out and about. So can you do this for other people if they have specific archetypes that they want done, or what are your plans?
certainly. So I love to do custom work. So for example, without a doubt, these were Stewart's most prominent white wing lion and bear frequency. So this is kind of like a master archetype set, and then obviously if you're putting in the complex sets, then this will kind of enhance that,
Yeah.
so to speak.
So you can, in other words, if somebody wants a pillowcase from you, are you going to put these archetypes? Are you going to ask them what they want on them, or what kind of archetypes can they expect if they get a pillowcase?
That's what's the theme of the seminar this weekend, is finding your frequency. So if you are drawn to specific archetypes, for example, like bear, lion, dolphin, then that's a clue. That would make a lot of sense, if you're thinking about what you'd like to get. So whatever you're drawn to frequency-wise, as far as the frequencies that you're aware of, and then if you need help, we can of course do it that way. The other option is the personalized hyperspace signature, where you get the goal signature, and you can have that done.
Oh, that's very clever.
So it can be a combo where you can
Right.
get the hyperspace archetype hyperspace signature gold.
Right.
Get that, embroidered on the pillowcase.
Very good.
And
And so while you're sleeping, it gets into your subconscious
Right.
mind. So very
Yeah.
good. Or they could choose one of these kind of archetypes, I'm assuming, and have you put them on. So you work with the
Exactly.
clients to decide what they want. Because again, like we talked about, this is a work of art. So if you're going to invest your time and your energy, you absolutely want to get what's most perfect for you.
It's something that you'll have forever. You'll
Yeah.
keep that for the rest of your life.
Yeah, these things aren't going anywhere. I mean, these
Yeah.
things are done. These are great.
And one other thing I wanted to mention about the Thai silk is it is hand loomed, which is really one of the only fabrics, unless you make your own fabric.
Yeah.
So they go out every January, February every year in Thailand, gather the silk with the intention. Their whole intention is to gather it with happy emotions.
Ah.
So they know a little bit about frequency or
Right.
printing good vibrations or energy into their
Into
their
the
work.
product.
And so
Excellent.
and then I obviously, after I'm done with creating something, I'll go to Oversoul and ask it to be cleaned up and then infused with the proper energy.
Perfect.
Well, I'd say what lucky people are that their mind patterns have manifested you to create such fabulous creations.
I'd like to make all my clothes from now on.
Yeah.
And you'll just get my dimensions. You just make clothes for me.
Yeah.
I'm thinking you could do maybe throw pillows for people if they wanted that kind of thing to put around their house. And I know you made a smaller one for us. It's too bad we didn't bring it up. But think of line frequency, a short banner that we have in our bedroom to emanate
yeah.
out. Because I know people say, oh, I have these archetypes put all around my room. What I'm thinking is that you could, make their banners so they would actually have, again, a work of art to hang up.
And energize every room of the house with a specific frequency
Yeah.
that you choose.
So as far as I can tell, what you're creating here is like limitless. It's just, it's a
Really
fantastic
incredible.
thing that you're doing. And a service to humanity and womankind.
And so how do people contact you?
So you can contact us through customer support at expansions.com or oversoulcreations@gmail.com. And yes, you can definitely, if you have ideas, for example, the white wing lion, white wing dragon can be made into a smaller banner. Any specific frequency like bear lion, can be done on, like a larger archetype. These are like 4x4 inch. So you can do, really anything that you're inspired by. Let me know, and we'll be happy to do whatever fits your.
Yeah, the thing that I am inspired by is the fact that whatever people are inspired by, you are that kind of person that you can make it happen, and you do. And I know you've put hours into learning your craft here and bringing it forward. So, and this is not, I know even your first iteration. You had a few in between. So I watched it grow, but even this I thought was, wow, can it get any better? And then my gosh, here you show up with something. Yes, it can get better. So
It's just amazing.
works of art for people.
It should be in a museum.
That's right. Maybe we'll have our own Oversoul Museum.
Yeah, we'll have the Expansions Museum.
Yeah, there you go. Well, thank you so much for taking the
Thank you,
time
Clifton.
to.
Well, thank you
Create
both for inspiring this new artistic expression.
Yeah.
Excellent. And
Yeah,
we
well,
hope that
you're
you'll-
the benefactor. So.
Yes, and we hope that you'll all take advantage of that and start ordering away. There's a holiday every month.
That's
There's a
right.
birthday every month.
That's a perfect gift for yourself, for your home, for your cat or your dog. They buy for their cats and their dogs too.
That's true.
So lots of things they can get them for. Mother's Day, Father's Day is coming up. Birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, your own birthday, your own anniversary. All kinds of things. Or if they marry a chair or something, they marry all
Or some
different
people
things.
got married to dolphins and
Yeah, so you
buildings.
can get with a dolphin for you and whatever. So anyway, they're fabulous.
Yeah. So take advantage of this. Bye for now.
Bye.